Just before we get into today's episode, I'm going to ask you to head over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, follow us on Spotify. Go and subscribe to YouTube. Anybody subscribing on YouTube at the minute automatically gets into a free raffle for one of these Just Dole mugs. So just please go over there and subscribe and enjoy the episode. Thank you.
Would you have went to Comic-Con this year? Would you have done a video for it?
Yes, probably, but wasn't invited. So,
Because the guests this year are actually good.
Yeah.
But I'm about to sit in bed, like, two of the guests are literally on my shirt today.
Oh, yes, right enough.
Oh, because I'm getting ready.
Of the King.
I'm getting ready. Me and Dean Gordon, Sweet Neptune, I'm going to go see that. Can't wait. Actually, cannot wait.
Yeah, I didn't get the invite for Comic-Con, none of us did. So.
Well, it's not even that. We just chose we're also not going to go.
But, we as you go. Yeah. Hello and welcome back to the Dolecast. I'm joined this week by Aaron and Ben Davidson, who's fiddling about with the cameras in the background, having an aneurysm, trying to figure out what he's doing, trying to stay awake as well.
Speaking of Ben having an aneurysm, last week's Sweet Neptune pod, see you trying to change a battery, lad.
That was unreal. I thought you were going to reference to him last night, nearly having an aneurysm because he was on the rip.
He was absolutely off.
For the folks at home, Ben sent me some voice notes last night.
What was it, 77 by the way, before we get started?
Yeah, 77. No, it's 78.
Really?
Yeah. I'm moving up in the world. Go. Listen to this here.
That's lovely jubbly, mate. That's lovely jubbly, mate. I'll set my alarm. I set my alarm for 10 minutes. Hopefully I'll wake up. I'll wake up, I promise. Bada, 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 bada.
Bada, 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 bada.
But all I did was text him like,
it's a miracle you're here.
I just texted him, you free tomorrow morning? He said, maybe. He said, maybe, then I said, yes, I am. So he hit me with a wee bit of mystery before he started.
I said maybe, and I was like, I do not want to miss this Dolecast episode.
I think adding a producer genuinely has been the best thing we've done in a while.
Really?
Because it's just like, I don't want to reach over.
It frees a bit of hands up for me, and now, bear in mind, those hands are Ben Davidson, so... But, it frees hands up. But yeah, where were you last night? The Banana Block?
The Banana Block?
It's near the balls in the fall, isn't it? The big, massive golf ball looking thing?
I was just drunk and I was there and I was home. I think it's East Belfast.
Well, it's not near the falls, man.
Because I did look up Banana Block on Google Maps to be like, I could maybe run and get him if he needs. And then it was just slightly outside of main town. I was like,
see if I'm like 17 minutes, fine. See if it goes to 18.
Nah, you're alright.
You're not getting picked up. You're not getting picked up, bro. I'd tax that.
Yeah. So but yeah, what were you just place to be last night? Was Banana Block?
Yeah, well, not really, but yeah.
Was it good?
It was good. It was alright.
You seem like you're having a good time.
Was Marty Scott out last night?
Yeah, Marty Scott and Elliot.
Marty Scott still in the high vis on the swall. I just saw Marty, a house party. Yeah. He said it was not good.
No.
Said it was not good at all.
No.
What I did? I went mini golfing last night to Scrapyard Golf with Ryan Hill. Ryan Hill still hasn't paid me for it when we went about 6 months ago. But hey, listen, it's not a big deal. I don't hold a grudge.
You just walk in and say, put that in Phil's tab.
I don't hold a grudge, but I also contacted Scrapyard Golf when they first opened to be like, I'll come down and do a free promo video for you guys. Like, just let me play a course for free. And then I got their standard automated message back like, hi, if you'd like to book, please visit the website. I was like, okay guys, doesn't matter. But yeah, Scrapyard, they're gonna a promo vid come to me. I'll get Ben Davidson to record it.
Sorry, no, this isn't even being rude. Stephen Merchant, Ricky Gervais, Carl Pinkerton, and we would send you just to Africa or somewhere, and we would just be like, report back, Ben. Yeah. we send you and Phil to Africa, or like
Phil will be working in Randallstown Spa.
Are you sure it's not Monkstown?
I heard it was Dungiven.
Oh, Dungiven Spa?
Yeah.
He's moving about our Phil, so Phil.
No.
Yeah.
That's us doing a save for a couple of weeks ago. Anyway,
last week because he works.
Oh no! You gotta bleep that out.
No!
You gotta bleep that out. Genuinely, you gotta bleep that out. No, like
but I think. Well, no. Listen, it does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. I don't care. Feeling dangerous this morning. Never let them know your next
You're
move.
feeling dangerous till you edit it, and you go, no, we're not kidding.
Select the whole thing. Bye.
Or you just grab the audio and just go, drag it down there. We're not keeping that in. No,
Feeling dangerous.
Daniel, like the way they did what do they call it? Plug
Idiot abroad or something.
We just we don't even change the name of the show. We just renew it for season 5.
Squarehead abroad.
Being abroad works.
Steve abroad. Minecraft Steve abroad.
I like being abroad. Where we but being abroad, but like it's just this country. So we like
McDonald's.
we send you to Lards, or like we send you even down south somewhere. Like we just like go to Galway, Ben, and then you film it with someone. You and Elliot go to Galway. And me and Daniel sit here, genuinely like Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, not doing nothing, and just laugh at it.
Did you delete all your private story?
Already bit. I'm went to Banana Block and then McDonald's. I went to go to Spar and then I saw McDonald's here. I'm gonna get McDonald's before Banana Block. McTasty.
What did I say?
Tasty. Like, it was honestly, if I didn't know any better, if I was police officer, I'd be like, that boy snorted 16,000 grams of coke, put him in the back of the van.
If you put that on TikTok,
they're tasty.
well,
So you
it'd be one of those like
the one with the cat. I woke up and watched them all. There's one.
Yeah. Oh yes. Where's the one with a cat? He's like meow, and he makes like cat noises and everything.
I come back to me. I'm like, I got some chips. And then it's shit.
Same guy. So I'm walking in front of cars and there's someone in front of me. Like, I could get killed for that. And I'm not written that.
Wee voice break.
It's a joke, by the way.
Alright. I don't want to just turn into the podcast where we just show each other videos. But I saw a really TikTok that I rather enjoyed the other day of a I don't know who he is, but he must be like an Irish radio presenter. Give me that. He must be like I know you're not gonna be able to hear this, Ben, but he's like an Irish radio presenter, and he's basically talking about like how he hates that the Irish radio is just turned into like, what are you doing what are you having for your breakfast? Ring the number, and it's Weetabix. Oh, you're still eating Weetabix. But he gets really like, I can show.
And everybody has to sound. Everybody has to sound a certain way now. Everybody has to speak with the the word TE stuff. You're not going to be a presenter anymore unless you're doing the word TEs. And you're just, hey, hey, Dave and Dermo here. What did you have for breakfast? Do you have Weetabix? Who's still eating Weetabix?
Before we get to, I have clipped part of what he says and I'm using it as a reaction.
Oh, okay.
I had toast this morning with marmalade. I mean, who eats Weetabix anymore? Kill me now. Like, please put me out of my misery. Has somebody got a tranquilizer gun that could shit into me? Because I'm depressed at how I sound. What the hell has happened to me as a human being that I'm asking people, what? Hey. So, you're going out on the first date. If you're going out on the first date, what sort of aftershave do you like to wear? Text us at 447-4565.
The bummer's off. Kill me. I have that as a
tranquilizer.
Somebody have a tranquilizer gun to shoot me. Anyway, that is the problem. That is literally this country's radio and the UK radio. Irish and UK radio. It's like, what are you having for breakfast? Or it's like, do you remember that show that was on 20 years ago? It's like, which is kind of what we're doing.
Well, it's BBC Ulster.
But we literally had a whole episode where we were like, do you remember this childhood show?
I suppose
we're allowed to do it though.
I suppose it's we brand the rules. Everybody go see Ryan and Spar. But yes, I was away over the weekend. This is a funny story. I was away over the weekend at a residential, and it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I was sitting in the corridor chatting to a few people, and
I love you. It was one of those.
No, it was just like, what do you eat for your breakfast? No, it was just like general chat, and we were at the top floor of this like big castle. Was where we were staying. And people came into the corridor, and we were like sitting in the corridor, like just on the floor, and they were like, "Can you like clear the corridor?"
Was it people you knew?
People like, yeah, I knew of them. Like I wasn't good mates.
I mean, clear the corridor.
And they were like, because we were gonna go into this guy's room who was already asleep. And we're just gonna
kill him.
We're just going to massacre his body, or lynch him,
chop him up in a tiny bit, so we don't want to know either.
one of each of us is going to grab a corner of his bed and just lift his mattress up and walk up. Do you know that Gumball episode with Richard on the water?
That's so good. The prank isn't that bad. The prank.
Yeah, he like just drifts away.
He drifts away in the ocean or something.
Yeah, so they were gonna do something like that, but just like lift him and see how far they could carry him, and maybe like drop him down the stairs. But they went into his room. It was all like, right, let's go here, let's get ready.
What a full power.
Like burning a hole in the sheets. And 4 people stand around the bed. Guy at the top left, guy at the bottom right, lift. People on the right just forget.
I mean, they just forget.
Like they just didn't know they were going. Like they didn't know they were going. Like 3, 2, 1, let's go. So these 2 on the left lifted. Guys rolled out of bed. There was like a chair at the side of his bed. Boom, face right off the chair. He's lying there. He wakes up. He screams, "Get away from me!" Right? He didn't obviously know where he was. Right?
Yeah.
Screams. And they're like, "Oh, sorry," as if like they were doing it deliberately.
Yeah.
Walked out of the room, left him. And as they're walking out of the room, they're like, "This is a fire extinguisher."
No.
And they went, "Nah, too far." So everybody sat back down, sitting in the corridor again, chatting away. And there's like a wood door, like a door like
Are these
that.
doors unlocked?
Well, it's just general communal doors, so like there's no lock on them.
You'd be bringing a pair of weights or something, wouldn't you? Just leaving it against the
Yeah.
door.
So then, 2 seconds later, or like 20 minutes later, I'm just standing talking to these people, and the door bursts open to the corridor, like to get into the corridor. 3 lads, fire extinguisher in hand.
See you guys?
It's like but no, I thought it was foam at first. It was CO2, right? But they just like let it rip, and I was like, "Do you know? Do you ever just get when you look at something and go, every outcome of this
Is it bad?
is bad?" So I was speaking to the guy.
Or you look at them and you just go, 0 GCSEs.
Yeah, I looked up at her and went, "See you in the morning." Got up, sprinted in my room because I was like, "There is no way this doesn't end badly." Burst into my room. There's 5 lads in my room. They were already asleep. They could obviously hear the chaos outside. I walked into the burst into the room. Pitch black. Lights are off. Door closed behind me, so it's now pitch black. You can hear a bunch of rustling in their sleeping bags. So they're obviously like, "Oh, is this him outside mucking about?" It's like 4:30 in the morning. So I didn't want to be that. I didn't want them thinking I was that guy. So I did the most logical thing. I didn't want to make more noise getting into bed and sleeping bag and stuff, so I did the most logical thing, just stood at the door for 5 minutes, like that. Then, eventually, made it into bed, got on my sleeping bag, and like, do you ever get when you're halfway between sleep and not, like you're just sort of...
You're drifting out.
You're drifting. And
In that twilight.
I was drifting out. Bang, door opens, fire extinguisher. Leave.
Yeah.
People in the room are like, "What the flip's going on?" Like going nuts. And then you just hear next room, just but why I thought it was a smart idea, because it was like, what happens when there's a fire in like 6 weeks' time, and someone's like, "Grab that fire extinguisher." So I had to then replace it and stuff like that. But it was one of those things at the time. You just know, like, you just look at something and go,
Not great.
not a great idea.
Not a great plan. I quote Tony Stark.
No, not a great plan. Oh, how was The Shining in 2001?
Oh, here. I had a really good time. My wife had half a good time. She didn't like 2001. But, and I will say she's probably listening, but went to the Strand, Belfast, great cinema. They were doing a...
Oh, they were doing it?
Yeah, it wasn't
Oh, I
cinema.
thought it was cinema.
No, it was the Strand, but they were doing it. A Kubrick double bill. They were doing 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
And then The Shining right after. I've seen 2001.
Yeah.
Great. One of the greatest, to be expected. Have never seen The Shining. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was better. I'll be perfectly honest. I thought I enjoyed The Shining more. In terms of my own personal enjoyment, I liked it more in terms of how, like, the actual spectacle filmmaking and what 2001 did for the film genre. But even what The Shining did for horror. Anyway,
Yeah.
2 very influential films. I enjoyed The Shining a wee bit better. Jack Nicholson just is so charismatic. He just, like, a lot, like, I found it hilarious. Like, and they kind of knew it was kind of funny, so, like, played into it really well. Have you seen it?
The Shining, no.
Oh, we give it a watch.
But
Give it a
I will
watch.
say this. I've seen 2001 before. And then last night, I came back from mini golf, which I obviously won. And then came back
Obviously.
and was sitting...
You seen it at Otterbox, is that it?
And no, I just thought, oh, Aaron's at that there. And I thought, 2001's good for the 1968's incredible. I was like, but how long is that ape scene at the start? Like 20 minutes.
30 probably.
Like,
I don't know. I really like it.
I just was like, I just thought of that and I was like, oh, I would struggle. So
Do you know what? And I said to my wife, I was like, listen, you probably won't like this.
I think.
So I didn't want to force her to go, but she really was adamant that she wanted to go, and I was like, that's great. And there wasn't like I don't want to go with you kind of thing. I was like, I just really want to make sure you're paying for this.
yes.
Please don't hit me.
Do you pay for? Here's a question: would you pay for all the activities? Like, would you pay for both of you?
No, we just split it.
Okay. I might have to start doing that because I was like, I don't know. My friend wasn't paying me back for the golf, and I was sort of like, it.
No, but like we both, like, it gets to the point. Maybe you did at the start.
Yeah.
It gets to the point where like we're both students.
She's offered me money, and I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, and then you're going
Next week, take money. Like recently, Kenny forgot her card the other night when we were on Wednesday, and I was like, yeah, tap, and then my entire PayPal history is Kylie sent you.
Oh,
So you know what I mean? So it's
yeah, fair.
just if it works, it works.
Yeah.
So I don't have money to buy myself drinks, let alone 2 people drinks. You know what I mean? Still doing it though. Love 2 Sex and the Big jokes.
Maybe. Sorry if we're gonna get into film talk here for a second, but personally, right, that 30-minute ape stuff.
My review literally was just like Stan. The editor should have said to him like, we need to cut here.
Yes. 10 minutes, enough is enough, because you get the grasp fairly quickly of what's going on.
There's a lot of...
By 20 minutes, I'm like, do something! Please!
Yeah. It is a very... You're right, Ben, just you play with my keys there. It's very...
It's a cat.
He's like a little magpie, he likes all the sparkly stuff. Like, realistically, the guy should have cut basically every shot in that film 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
But
it just holds a lot of stuff.
But in terms of like what it did, how they made it, and in terms of like actually the story in general, if it was just a little bit quicker, I understand how it would be more appealing to the mass audience.
Yeah.
But see if you like it, go. Like the intermission and everything was in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you leave and stuff?
I went in the toilet. But like even the start, it's like just silence for like 5 minutes with the music, like that happened as well.
Yes. No, it's me. Sorry.
All right. But look. Sharon, very much enjoyed it. It's not scary. You would be fine with it.
Oh, really? It's not scary?
Here. I laughed more than I was like,
oh, fair.
And I was only like, once.
Oh, right,
and it was like a, and then just
the blood?
No, I've seen the blood.
I've just seen like 2, sorry, we'll get off.
Have you seen the Sharon? Give it a watch. It's good. Oh, it's good. The actual behind the scenes of The Shining is actually more interesting.
Oh, right, because Kubrick drove that woman insane.
Because Shia Duvall was literally like, he wouldn't let her sleep. Or he would let her sleep and then like scarily wake her up.
Why?
Because there's a scene in the film where she's asleep and needs to be woken up, scared, like petrified, and not to be like, that's a good way to do it. She is terrified in that film, and it's probably because sorry, he's got a it's probably just because I was saying it to Brennan. If he's got like a knife or something, and he's gonna like. But I really liked. I never knew the story. Look, it's a Stephen King novel.
Yes.
If you're adapting a Stephen King novel, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be good, unless you meant like The Dark Tower or whatever that was. And I think Stephen King really likes this adaptation. Like he really likes it. Jack Nicholson's phenomenal. Kubrick directed, great. I'm trying to remember. There's the guy from Blade Runner's in it. Do you know the original? He, the creator, Tyrell.
No, I haven't seen the original Blade Runner. I've only seen.
You've only seen.
I don't care enough. I don't.
Well, it helps to see the one before.
But like, I just was like, I know who. I read a blurb. I was like, I'm not interested in the.
It's not even. I don't even personally find it to be a masterpiece. It's just like I think it's alright. I think Ridley's a bit insane.
Yeah, I think Kubrick's slightly insane.
Kubrick is.
Well.
Kubrick's nuts.
Right. Okay. So here's the big thing. We can talk about this on the topic of Kubrick.
Was he killed?
Yes. Was he killed or was he?
No. Here, listen.
Kubrick.
I think if I talked about Eyes Wide Shut here on this podcast before, and this is film talk, but it's more like conspiracy theory talk.
Conspiracy theory. Yeah, that's what that button's for.
Basically, Eyes Wide Shut is a 1999, 1998 film, and starring Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. It's all about like it's basically about Scientology cult. Like it's not really about Scientology, but it is about Scientology.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
That's why
And I'm saying this
Cruise
without
loves
having
it.
watched it, so my validation completely goes out the window. I really want to watch it, but the scenes about mind control and how cults use mind control to
Well,
indoctrinate you.
that sort of links
gives
into.
gives a blurb rating of
We've
it.
6. Oh, have Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah.
Well, I've also got 6 theories of Kubrick's death. So Eyes Wide Shut. After Dr. Bill Hatford, Tom Cruise's wife, Alice, who's Nicole Kidman, admits to having sexual fantasies about a man she met, Bill becomes obsessed with having a sexual encounter. He's just torn to the teeth. He discovers an underground sexual group and attends one of their meetings and quickly discovers that he is in over his head.
Yeah.
Loves head.
Okay, so can I say about the 10 minutes first, and then you go into the
Yes, is this the stuff that got cut?
There is scenes of mind control, basically. At least I think in the film, at least that were shot, and Kubrick was of the upper echelon of Hollywood, and he was big man. He was the director, like
Yes.
of whatever. You think of Kubrick, Scorsese, all those
Yeah.
names. Kubrick's
He was
gonna
up
be
there.
in that list, no matter what. So clearly he's been to he's maybe been to a few parties, maybe he knows of a few parties.
Yeah.
Whatever. Makes a scene of mind control, whatever. And when he shows it to the studio, some of the producers and some of the
A bit uneasy.
some of the if it was Succession, what would it be like the investors,
The board of governors. Stockbrokers.
stockholders,
The stakeholders.
the stakeholders like this,
Are a bit
a lot
like.
of them are going Stan.
Yeah.
And if it was anybody else, I'd have them killed. But they're Stan now. But they had they were like, Stan, see, to be honest,
Take it out.
you've got it right. You've went, I don't know how,
But as in, like, you've cracked mind control.
as in they've went. But this is what is theorized happened. They went the scenes that Kubrick shot of how mind control works and how cults use mind control were just accurate.
I thought you said how culty use mind
How
control.
hey mate,
Get that sheep not farmer!
we got no dinner for you
Got a
tonight.
tip for you, hey.
No spots for you tonight. Anyway,
So
that would be a totally different film.
Eyes Wide.
No, I'm trying to think. I don't know, Bale's Wide Shot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Good old Bale's Wide.
Bale's Wide Shot.
But yeah.
But no,
I
so
can-
the what he shot was so accurate that they were like, take it out 10 minutes. I don't think he wanted to, but then he died.
and they just did it.
And the studio went. And this is what I'm pretty sure that he died, and then the film was released. And if that's not true, then this makes it less cool.
Well-
but if he died and then they took the 10 minutes out, and that 10 minutes is but no matter what happened, that 10 minutes of footage
Yeah.
has never been seen.
But does it still exist somewhere?
Probably
Or-
not.
it probably
They probably burnt the film roll.
But what I want is Cruise involved in that scene. And would
I would imagine the Cruise is.
because I like Cruise, but
Well, Cruise probably told them how it was done.
yeah,
Do you know
I
what I mean?
do.
So this is the
number 1, Death by Satanic Cult. Kubrick's final film, Eyes Wide Shut, was about a man bored with his life who discovers an underworld lifestyle of decadence. Some say the film warned about a satanic cult and the power they seek, fearing they would be uncovered. Some believe members of a satanic cult using a chemical to induce Kubrick's fatal heart attack after killing the director. They secretly re-edited the film to avoid exposure.
well. See, the thing is, we also have to say he was 70 something and he died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Not out of the realm of possibility,
definitely.
but
Just sneakily suspicious.
Yeah.
Number 2, that he was murdered by the CIA. Kubrick's film
for the moon landing.
Kubrick's film, I'll have a read here, I can't see it. Kubrick's film A Clockwork Orange is based on a book by Anthony Burgess and went largely unchanged. The film depicts the use of CIA mind control to change Alex's behaviour, who was a punk and a vicious criminal. Burgess worked for British intelligence and witnessed the CIA's controversial MK Ultra program, which used frightening tactics for mind control. Supposedly, Kubrick filled the film with clues to where these experiments were taking place, so perhaps the CIA killed Kubrick out of revenge for outing their program. His knowledge of the existence of aliens.
Oh.
This goes hand in hand with the long-time rumor that the United States faked the lunar landing of 1969, and Kubrick was the one who filmed it on a soundstage in Hollywood.
No. If you were to do it,
Good with
in ni-
captivated our producer.
if you were to do it in 1969, you would get the man that just made Space in 1968, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Sorry.
You would. You would like.
Yeah, you would. There are those who believe that the mission to the moon was actually a reconnaissance mission to locate alien technology, and that was left behind our celestial companion. 2001: A Space
It's
Odyssey.
literally about
Kubrick's science fiction masterpiece is a message to everyone confirming the existence of aliens by using files he supposedly got a hold of. However, certain governments apparently don't want anyone to know, so they finally silenced him.
I know, but doing that, 20 years later?
Yeah.
Or like 30 years later?
Killed by eminent... Oh, here's another Eyes Wide Shut one. Rumours around the Stanley Kubrick... Rumours abound that Stanley Kubrick secretly worked for the Illuminati, a secret society that is supposedly to be involved in the manipulation or control of many major world events. One theory states that Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut is actually his way of whitewashing the Illuminati's rituals, so they seem less of a power-driven cult and are seen in a more favourable light.
Is number 6 going to be like he was old and had a heart attack?
He's died.
He's just literally died, bro.
In a more favourable light than they have in the past. It's a conspiracy theory within a conspiracy theory, and our last one is that he was a victim of Scientology. Scientology is religion began by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard. Keyword science fiction.
Yeah, have you look at...
Is that Alec McKeown? Yeah,
Why
answer
is
it,
he
sure.
there?
Hello?
Let's take him up to the mic.
How's the FPL going?
Turn him off now. FPL, like.
Look up the history of Scientology after Kubrick, because it was a literal a failed comic book writer.
The secretive group of rich folks, which has also been compared to a satanic cult and the Illuminati, is thought to actually represent the organisation, which is very big within Hollywood. This rumour is strengthened by the fact that Tom Cruise, the main face of Scientology, starred in the film. This is why Scientologists want Kubrick dead, apparently.
Look up what age he was when he died, because he was 70 something, man, and he could have literally just died. But I think it's more fun to think about, like, oh, maybe he just was killed.
He died in 1999, and he was 70. He was 70.
Look up when Eyes Wide Shut released, because I'm pretty sure it was 1998.
It was 99, so it released the same age he
No.
died.
Did he die after or before?
He died on the 7th of March,
Right.
and Eyes Wide Shut was released on the 3rd of September. So there's a good couple months in there. We go chop,
gone.
Command B, bang,
Gone.
and
it also makes it, and people wouldn't think about that because the way they're marketing it is Stanley Kubrick's last film. Come and honor the legacy of Stanley Kubrick by watching this last
it was
film.
more like,
Don't ask us about the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But
what is the theory that the 10 minutes was just
the 10 minutes
hey,
was
this is how you mind control someone.
but not even like this is how you do it. In the story, the theory is like one of the characters mind controlled, but they shot it and did it in a way that's like that's how you would do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Like as in like if we watched it today, I'd grab him and just mind control.
He's constantly in a state of mind control.
I know if I sent
he's
him,
not even. He doesn't.
I sent him 2 TikToks. He's in a state of mind control.
Speaking of TikToks, you both sent me the same TikTok.
Really?
Like
one?
during the night.
Serious?
Nolan and Magaberry.
Oh,
Yes, yeah,
I was getting about 4 of those episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. I
Big
watched
fat
them.
Nolan. All right, mate.
No way, we both sent them that.
I sent him. And then in the middle of the night,
He sent me it at 20 to 9 this morning. You sent me it at 10 to 3.
hey, if I was.
What do you mean, big fat Nolan? I haven't seen your f***ing ears. You have to do a handstand to see it. Why is your show so crap? You have to come into Magaberry to get viewers, you f***ing.
That's people shouting at me when I'm doing the Cultures of Belfast.
Colin Crew finally caught you.
I haven't watched all of it. I'm just going off the clips I saw on TikTok, but like, I think it's interesting enough that it shouldn't be Stephen Nolan doing it.
No,
I also think
The way I said it is I've never seen Magaberry. Why it just look like a bunch of.
I look like houses to me, some of them. And I sort
Here,
of,
we're going there.
well, we're going there. Bit of crime. But like,
Bit of actual crack.
but you know what I think Stephen should do, maybe? Lose a bit of weight in that. No, because they're all shouting, you haven't seen whatever in, 15 years or whatever. Lose a bit of weight and they can't say anything to you. Do you know what I mean?
No, but everyone will find something to say. Like, I could literally be so
Well,
jacked.
if you're Stephen, you'd be like,
listen, if I was
I
Stephen
can
Nolan,
walk out of here.
I could
you
be
can't.
so jacked or whatever, and they'd be like, oh, you short what he did. You're going to find something for everything, do you know what I mean?
Let's say, well, you're literally behind bars.
As they started giving back to them.
I might do a Stephen Dolan in Magaberry.
Dropping the soap. Oh no.
Oh dear! Drop a packet of prawn cocktail.
But
What's that now?
They can't find it.
Is that a Cadbury's chocolate finger? Hey wee!
I'll eat that.
No.
Literally.
Um,
And you want to try and get this guy on?
I don't think he'd do it, but I'd love to.
Never do.
I think.
What would you be like to him? If
I
came on?
think
You would
I
suck
think,
his arse.
I think no. Honestly, I would suck his arse, but I think it would turn into a debate. I think he'd be like, no, I think he'd question me in the name of the podcast and stuff, and then I'd be
Somebody
like,
call the door.
but do you not see how there's people that are
People in this country. You just keep on pressing the button. Stephen here.
yeah, so you be Steven.
Do you not see how people in this Sorry, am I?
Sorry, Stephen, what was it?
People in this Man, you know, whole thing, just voice clips of him every time he went to speak.
Not wearing a mask.
Why not wear a mask? Because I don't want to.
Good.
So remember I was going to do that Batman thing and he was a penguin?
Do you know,
Stupid.
sometimes you say stuff and I just go, yeah.
No, I think it would still go down well. It's a good crack if it was edited extremely well and you found clips of
Would it
Stephen.
be edited extremely well?
All right, thanks.
I'm just saying.
No, that doesn't matter.
Hollywood editing to get Stephen Nolan as the Penguin.
Stephen Nolan credit. Sure, he got his credit card.
You've brought this up
That's
before.
the funniest thing ever.
Steve fraud.
Meeting
And
my
then he
biggest
just, and then he,
hater.
my biggest
Stole.
That's not even. That's not a hater. That's a literal supervillain. That's a literal comic book supervillain.
Broadcaster Stephen Nolan has been named as a victim of a credit card con that fleeced him.
I was about to say, did you say? I think he said
Broadcaster.
prawncaster, and I was like, I know that's the
He loves a prawn cocktail.
prawn cocktails.
Stephen Nolan has been named as a victim of a credit card con that almost fleeced him out of more than £22,000.
It's all the BBC's.
Well,
It's all
like
the, to
biggest
be fair, it's all
haters.
the BBC's money, which is all our money. So you know, give it back.
Yeah, 14. Oh my goodness. He was the victim of £140,000 fraud.
A week of work for him.
He's not that rich.
This has happened, to him like 3 times. Lad, get it secure. Do something about it.
Change your password.
I want you to get out of this office
Honestly,
right now.
I would love to meet him though, because he was. I always thought he was the guy that did Kieran's take a drink
No,
for
I don't
ages.
think he would.
But
You can ask him.
I can't wait to have Stephen on. He'd love fry up, wouldn't he?
Tell me it's a show about eating.
Stephen with a full English here for you. I'll be down in 5 minutes.
He lives 40 minutes away and he gets there in 5.
Sure, I tell the story every week about how my mum fell through his roof.
I hear. Give me the thing. I just remembered I did this. Speaking of Stephen Nolan, and speaking of your mum falling through her roof. Like actually.
That's
speaking
like
of it.
her actual just claim to fame. Is
Oh yeah,
the fact that she
so
fell through his roof.
basically the other night, I don't know what I must have saw on TikTok, right? But I was going about Parlour. Is this up? Is this up? Turn it up.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I went about Parlour, and you know I always do this thing where I just tell people that celebrities die.
Yeah.
I walked outside, right? But it was mainly for a strategic about it. I went out to our group, but I knew there was a bunch of groups out the back as well. So I went out and I was like, guys, just see Stephen Owens died of a heart attack. And I was like, what? And they were like, really? I was wondering. And then I heard one guy, Stephen Owens dead, and I was like, where'd you hear this from? And my mate texted me, he works in the BBC, and because I was like, if they checked one, I was not going to be there. Yeah. And they were like, go on and check whatever. And then like 20 minutes later, I saw a guy that told us like, Stephen Nolan's not dead. And I was like, yeah, I know, it was a bit of crack. But there's this video here.
Stephen Nolan's dead.
Stephen Nolan died of heart failure.
Damn, by Kendrick Lamar.
He had one too many something.
Stephen Nolan.
My mum used to go to uni with him actually.
Do you know Daniel Houston's mum fell through his floorboard when she was like 15?
Why is everyone
You know why he stopped that?
Why is everyone mates
Watch Johnny here. Watch him.
Apparently he's eat all the food.
Yeah. Johnny here is absolutely whitewashed.
He's
right?
Ben Davidson.
Watch it. Here's a factory reset here.
Okay.
Is what someone described it as.
Dude.
What? Yeah, but just I was like speaking of that because I actually mentioned that I was pissed as well. Like, Nick died since mom fell to his floorboard.
That's so funny.
Very good.
That's really keen to flame.
Well, everyone has this even thing. Like my dad, he let my dad use his phone or something one time.
He's
Do you know what I mean? Like it's not that Stephen Nolan give me 10p so I could pay for my petrol or something. It's not like you know.
you're wearing a
He
mask.
overtook us on the motorway once.
What? See, everybody.
Us?
No, me and
I was about to say.
You just didn't miss
You
it.
tailed him, took out number plate
It's
down,
like, that's
tailed him.
Stephen Nolan, by the way. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I had planned this podcast to sort of do like a sort of reset for the remainder of the year for like guests and
A reset?
as in like sit down and we'll discuss a few like ideas for videos and stuff like that. But then we got right into the conspiracy theory of why Kubrick was killed
Oh, we can do that
and
stuff
how,
now,
and
like-
how Nolan has been robbed.
140
Some of
grand.
the, I will say, from some of the clips I watched in that show,
The Magaberry show genuinely kind of looks interesting.
it is good, and I was like, wow, this is actually kind of powerful, mate. And then I looked, and Ben Davidson was off his face in the banana bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about
Guests and
guests
stuff.
that I could have on.
I think we get William on.
William and next time, well, I'm sure Victoria will be back over before the end of the year into Belfast, and then we get Butler back on definitely, and obviously I've booked some of them in for fry up and stuff as well, which I'd like to ideally maybe have the first episode of that out towards the start of October, middle of October, sort of thing. That'd be good.
Do you have a plan for it? Like, it can't just be a regular interview, I don't think.
No, it's not. I have like a. It's more like just a. I'll sit across from them and I'll speak to them for sort of 30 minutes about. Especially if people have shows coming up and interesting things. Maybe a deep question or like a bit of a laugh and stuff, and then we'll chop that up into.
I think you gotta do
into
one of
30 minutes.
one of those hot ones.
Thanks.
One of those hot ones. Just sort of the cameras on me. Explain that gram thing where you go back through like someone's Instagram for like 9 years.
Yeah,
Like,
something like that.
Explain this. What I'm
Yeah.
there.
Do you know what my one concern with it is? Food transportation. It's warm. Could end up having to bring a microwave to the studio.
No. I think when they get there, you place the order. We start talking.
Yes,
somebody goes and
I
gets
have a
it.
runner, yeah.
Somebody goes and gets it, and then halfway through the show, the fryer eyes.
Yeah.
I think is the best
But
way.
yeah, I want it to be shot really well.
Yeah.
And a bit of pizzazz to it.
I mean, if there's anywhere you could find that would let you do it, do you know, in a restaurant or something?
Restaurant, but I also like the sort of the black backdrop of if it was like shot really well and like nice and colorated as opposed to like that master and quite dark, maybe like only a couple of lights, all the lights are off and you only maybe got like a couple like on me and them. So yeah, it would. I'm excited for Friday because I've had these stickers on the wall and given out to people for about
Months now,
3 months and haven't been able to make an episode yet, just with the way it's going.
Crazy
Who do
anyway,
you
the way
think's
that
the first
you're
episode going to be on?
William, I think. Well,
would you do podcast with him as well? Or?
Yeah, maybe not. Well, we could do it the same day if he had the time for it. But yeah, I'd do it, William. But
I think the problem is you gotta find some way to differentiate fry up from a podcast.
Oh well, yeah, it's perhaps only 10 minutes. Like it's like a normal bit shorter form content for people that wanna just watch like a. Well, Daniel's supposed to the 10-minute video. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to like, 'cause not everybody has time to sit through a podcast. And it's always. It's not me with a mate, like it's across with someone that people know and stuff. Okay.
Would you do it like a season? There's like 6 episodes a season or
yeah,
something?
and not even that I would class it as a season. I'd more just say like, okay, I've done 6. I can take a wee break and book more guests, stuff like that. And then yeah, get Joel on fry up. Butler and William are locked in. I did say we might do it towards the end of summer, but that's just the way it's fallen. And then probably I would push for. I would. Do you know who I'd push for actually? Who are you gonna say?
Ryan Hill.
He is. He's booked in.
Is he actually?
He's the second episode. Yeah.
What about your dad?
Well,
I actually probably would get my dad as like a one-on-one sort of like, this is my father that I've.
Yeah.
It does happen about every week, but I've spoken enough about him that I'd be like, this is my actual dad on this week.
Would he do it?
Yeah. I'm sure he would, and I think that would be quite interesting, like one-on-one.
Could mix it, like a few of them be people you know, like
Yeah, or people that have maybe had an impact or something
Yes.
in my life or something like that.
you ever bring any teachers or anything?
What?
Teachers or something?
Yeah, I would definitely ask a teacher to do it.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
I think
I nearly
Siobhan
clipped.
did.
Yeah, I nearly clipped Nerwin coming out of Rufford about an hour ago.
Should have.
So I was coming up the road, and it's quite
I would have
narrow,
paid you.
and I thought there was like 3 tournaments on down at the rugby club, so it was like flipping, you couldn't get space anywhere, and I was coming out to come to here to do this, and I was like, who the flip is parked like actually on the middle of the road? Like, what are you doing? So I moved into the onto the oncoming lane and moved around him. I was like, what the flip are you doing? Then a car came, and I was like, oh. Then I looked over, and he's just like laughing at me, like he had stopped to let the other guy pass, and then I just come up the inside, and I was like, nightmare. Started reversing back, and when I tell you the wind mirrors went like that, like that, and I was like, nearly could have had a serious casualty there. So yeah, I would definitely have a teacher on. I think
Siobhan would do it.
I think Siobhan would do it, and I'd have or P Diddy. I don't know if he'd do it, but I would definitely have him on.
You've always said that you do it when he retires.
Yeah, and then
We're talking about actually having Sean Combs on or whatever. Actual
John?
P. Diddy.
Oh,
You said
oh,
P.
right.
Diddy and didn't elaborate on it.
Imagine having someone like Alan Gibb on and saying this guy's been a big
No.
influence
big
on
impact in my life. In what universe? A TikTok he sent the other week cracked me up. Okay.
Which one?
Oh, no, you can't.
Of Gibby.
And his name is John C.
And then Joel,
Yeah.
and if I was looking for someone that genuinely like not to lick up his bum, but was like, let's have an actual chat because you've had a big impact in my life, I'd probably go Shane
Really?
as like a,
Yeah.
with doing the
That's fair
podcast and
enough.
stuff. Someone I've always like.
Do you reckon McCann would go?
I'm sure he would if he was down in Belfast for a day and not up in Noma. But he's up in.
If I told him
all the
we'll
time.
pick him up.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'd do maybe like a block of like 6 or something, and then, yeah, I think anyone I've spoken to is keen to do it.
Just looking about to see how else we get on. Do you reckon Dave Elliott would do it?
I'm sure he would. The main players I want would be William and in fact I'd take anybody obviously, but I would love to get Kieran on. Here, free breakfast for you if you want it. Meat. Say no more.
Do you reckon he'd do it?
Yeah, he was a lovely guy. When he read the Actually script and stuff, so he did.
I'm sure he did.
Well, he told me he did. I only sent him his what would have been his character's scenes, and he's had a look through it and was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good, but I'm not doing it."
Which means shit.
Yeah. So cheers, and then
Well, that's what he would have done it.
He said his schedule was pretty hectic.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah. He's free all day. I mean, what does he do? A podcast?
Fucking wee dirties here where I'm just going.
Yeah, that's your schedule.
4,000 calories in me.
I've got a bagel here from Edinburgh and it's got a lot of I love him though. I think he's absolutely hilarious.
Should we go Lavery's next week? No, I can't do Wednesday. Did you say Thursday?
Thursday, do Wednesday and Thursdays.
Do Thursday.
This would never happen in a million years. So let's say dream collab of a podcast. So like 2 podcasts coming together, but keeping it here. Basically, I only say unrealistic because it could never ever happen. A Bomb Squad Dolecast episode would go so unbelievable. No, that's what I'm saying. It's not real. It's not gonna happen. This is unrealistic.
Oh yeah, well we're going Joe Rogan then. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Let's talk about
I-
like
no.
unrealistic things.
Well, McCann's been on this podcast, so it's not like out of this world, impossible. But it's not gonna
What was the one
happen.
you did going?
Here's the crack.
Yeah.
Did you have the main guy from it all?
The one that I saw in Greg's.
Mainly just because you don't want to buy fries for 3 people.
I was down there and
Greg's?
no Rufford and Thingy appears.
Hey.
ZC. and I was like,
Oh,
hello. Right, I certainly didn't speak to her. I was like,
why was she there? Oh, I know why. That's not
they were playing Ballyclare.
I was about to say, I didn't want to dox the school.
I don't care. But yeah. Oh, I went to Tim Hortons on Wednesday. Have you ever tried the Tim Hortons hot food?
Yeah. It's not great.
Rancid.
The ham and cheese melt isn't bad, but it's like
Their
a
hash
cheese.
browns are awful.
Oh, yeah, they're
I don't know
awful.
how
They're
you
just
bad
ugh.
The chips are awful.
Yeah,
the
the
chicken's
chips are
bad.
Just destroying
Literally
their
just get a
business.
ham and cheese
please.
toast and it's fine, but it's a
Yeah.
ham and cheese toast
Is
and
it?
mess that up.
Sponsor us, please. Sir.
Yeah,
No,
sponsors Tim
don't.
Hortons.
I'm not gonna eat your food.
I would admit, I need a full box of 50 Timbits, so it's been in front of me. But yeah, and then in general for the rest of the year, I want to get sort of podcast. I mean, sort of hitting the same notes slightly with those people.
Ben Davidson said the other day in our group chat that we need to do another Porter special.
No,
Not like another Porter special. I'm just talking.
another special, and we've talked about this before. I would.
We'd need 2 teams and 2 cameramen
Yeah.
because filming ourselves doesn't work. It doesn't.
Especially
Well,
when
you can
they
film
keep
ourselves,
the
but-
video camera.
You know,
Hmm?
me and you could maybe film ourselves. Not that we would, but it's where he holds it like he's no fingers. So, you know,
Classic.
Yeah,
Ben Davidson low angle,
Where's my phone? Ben holds the camera.
crotch angle. Literally, it's just
Hi guys, we're doing this. Or he's like right up in here. Hi guys, this is Ryan here, and we're doing this. Blah blah blah.
And I think Ryan probably would want to just record it as well. Like if he's doing producing the podcast, he could produce the specials. You know what I mean?
But I would, if we were doing if I did another special, I'd take it abroad. Like,
Yeah.
I'd take it abroad.
I mean, Liverpool's not there. Like,
Yeah. You said that. You said that you can go see some filming locations as well. Yeah. Yeah.
I see my family too.
Yeah. Oh, do you family?
Fucking loads of family.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like half my family.
Yeah, you go Liverpool or Isle of Man or something like that. Yeah, you go somewhere like there or like
Yeah. Somewhere cheap.
somewhere like that. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Just get
Cork.
a holiday now. Sure.
Dublin or yeah. Well, I mean, if I went to a holiday, I'd do 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
No,
Don't make the whole
Yeah.
holiday about it, but like.
You better say 2 stones, 1
I was
bird.
gonna say 2 girls, 1 cup. I was like, that's certainly not it. Wait, where is it?
Oh, you have to do like the doom.
I've had a good chuckle over that one. I'm coming after you.
No, I was talking about the Fast and Furious intro.
Oh,
Yeah, but what comes before?
but yeah.
Shambles. It's a shambles. Anyway.
The place is coming down around it. Like, the place is coming down around. It's like, I'm waiting for these stickers to start peeling off the walls and stuff, and I'll have to just, someone was complaining to me the other day, like, we don't have many, you know, you haven't had many, like, well-known guests on a while. I was like, yeah, it's kind of hard to lure people up to here.
Yeah.
Come to and then come to this house. I've just doxed myself, I'll bleep that. And then...
But you won't play where
Oh,
Ryan
no.
works.
No, in fact, I might just name that title of the episode. Ryan Hill works in blah 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 spa. But yeah, I thought the name of the last one was quite cool.
18 naked bandits.
Yeah.
very
It's
good.
just sort of presented itself. I was like, that was good.
Yeah.
This is what we're deciding who's coming off right up and stuff.
I know here, good luck finding something for this episode.
I know.
Sometimes I think that it's just like we just talk for an hour. You know, maybe
There's nothing wrong with
That's
it.
not about Nolan,
Yeah.
probably.
Aye.
Kubrick conundrums.
Kubrick's killed. No, I'm joking. Kubrick's
We kill Stanley Kubrick. You could literally just that we're born 5 years after he died.
The Dolecast boys.
Optimus Prime and just throw him on the ground as hard as he could. Or out the window. I think that would impact me more than anything in my life ever. In that, especially if it went outside. I'm talking
The death of a family
I'm talking
member, yeah.
a bereavement would impact me less than if someone threw that out the window. Here I could manage. I'd find the pieces eventually. It's a jungle out there. Like, who knows where things are going. So I
Actually, you throw it. You're throwing it into a jungle.
honestly,
You're like,
because there's like stones and everything out there. I would never have a clue. Oh yes, that's right. I want the breakfast presenter from Q Radio. 'Cause he he sort of knows me already, so I think I could sort of get in there.
Some lad.
And I'd have
Try to get a job.
Jed or Katie.
Is you good them together, or is that too much?
No, I just do one-on-one all the time. It's just for sort of like nice, close and personal. Same girl bumped into the Jed, and she was like, she has a Dolecast stick on the back of her phone. She's like, Dolecast? And he was like, what? I don't know. She can remember, but I'm gonna tell her. I gotta tell myself. He was like, yes, I absolutely love that.
Sam meeting getting
I'll see you inside.
I'll see you inside. So good.
It's we talk about this all the time. It's one of those things. Everybody I know meets these people, but then I actually, not that I actually, but we follow each other, and there's a bit of like.
Look up who's playing Lavery's on Thursday. Because this could be a Danny Houston meets Shane Todd, finally.
Shane, I'll see you backstage.
I'll see you inside. Daniel, like, we should just go to one of his little shows.
Nice and compact. Yeah. Jump him.
Meet him after where you can't
escape. Sorry. But yeah. Oh, what I was, not that I would ever do this, but obviously we had the Mario Kart tournament a few weeks ago in the Sunflower, and it was very good. And I was looking around going, live podcast in here would be
would be good.
No, not now. But you know, if the numbers grew slightly and there was a bit of interest, and it wasn't just people I knew.
I saw a Instagram ad maybe about a week ago, and it was just because maybe my phone was listening and you said live podcast.
Yeah.
And it was recommended these it was a comic book podcast in England or something. The ad had they had 40 followers, and they said they were doing a live podcast in a cafe.
Yeah, you just need to know when they're not.
And imagine people just getting coffee and just like.
Did you see the new issue with it? Yeah.
But they haven't even told the cafe they're doing it. They just set up shop. So, but you know, we'd be more equipped to do it than they would. But it's still
no. I wouldn't want. But I would.
You'd need to bring something.
I'd bring some Roy McIlroy turn up in the Sunflower Bar. I'd bring some Star Power. Yeah, I'm gonna put that dog down outside if you can hear that.
Oh, here it's that kind of weather. I was like filming outside today. But then I remembered why we don't film outside anymore.
Oh, that dreadful day. There was a day we were recording a podcast with Elliot McEwen when we got drunk outside in the podcast, and we had dogs. But and then Aaron Yuri did his classic sort of, I'm going to tell you to put your dog inside without telling you to put your dog inside, because you'd be like, and then he was shouting stuff like, you know, you'd think you're neighbours, wouldn't you? You'd put the dog inside, wouldn't you? Something like that. And then, I hope they don't think I'm shouting that now. And then, sorry, no. I haven't heard that one from you. You know what? Oh, maybe, did you do it to Jurassic Park?
No, I was going to.
You think you'd put your phone away?
No,
you think you'd stop talking?
I think you'd stop speaking Spanish, wouldn't you? And just watch the film.
Yeah. Good film.
Good film. Great film. Yeah, great film.
Oh, and so then I watched Jurassic World 2 the other day because it was on Netflix. I was like, I watched Jurassic Park in cinema the other day. I watched this one. Yeah, I was like, this is pretty good. And then I remembered why I don't like it as much. Because then, what would it be, the 14th of September? No. Yes.
What's this?
Lavery, sorry.
He just got sidetracked there.
Bro was like, and the other day I did this, and the other day I did this, and then I remembered I don't like it. With the 14th of September shit for what?
It doesn't.
Why don't you like the film when we move on to the Laveries?
We'll not be going this week.
Why?
Because there's one ticket left. So, table for two. Okay.
What do you mean?
Table for two and a pre-show meal. It's only £57 for two of us
making their money.
Yeah, but it turns into like slapstick because then it's like everything goes wrong in the space of 3 minutes. So then there's a bit where a raptor like sweeps someone's leg with their tail, and the guy like falls in there where he shoots his gun at the same time, and he shoots it into like just a tank of just fuel, and it explodes. But the raptor like obviously has a sense that there's a thing, so it's like Die Hard or something. He like bursts through like a pane of glass window. It's just like
raptor does.
This is ludicrous. Like I know it's dinosaurs, but I was like, this is ludicrous and never should have had 9 films or whatever it was. 6.
Just wait for 30 more years when we get that Star
I
Wars.
mean, you know
trailer.
about it, yeah, when they offer me, they say, Dan, did you want to be the next Sam Neill in Jurassic preschool or whatever? I'll be like, yes, I'll...
Where do you go after Universe? Jurassic Universe?
Jurassic
Galaxy.
Planet.
Jurassic Planet. No,
Yeah.
World, Planet.
Jurassic
Follow Mario.
Jurassic
Huh?
Paper,
World and then Galaxy.
Jurassic Park 64.
Jurassic Galaxy.
Getting ridiculous now, right? Do you know what I mean?
You know, they just like...
You know.
They get Christopher Walken in.
As the Emperor.
These dinosaurs.
He is
They're
a
running
funny
loose.
guy.
They're running loose. Have you heard his Irish accent?
Yes, and that. Oh, what is that called?
Non-existent. It's non-existent.
What is, I'm not even getting it up because I don't have it.
Juggy,
Jamie Dornan's in that as well. Great looking guy.
Great looking
guy. Who was it the other day? I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, you know.
Was it one of the men on your wall that you
Probably.
were shrine to?
Well, I look at him every day and think, great looking guy.
What's the I Met Cracker thing?
I don't know, I just found out my camera roll and was like, and just posted it. I love this one so much.
Can't pay will blow your legs away.
Wonder whatever happened to that guy.
Jail, I'm pretty sure. Is he in jail? The photocopter?
He was shouting at Stephen Nolan.
Pretty sure he's in jail. Yeah, you
Look it up.
Do your one job.
Yeah.
I mean, I pressed record on the camera.
I wonder.
You do it.
Yeah. Part of me is a bit upset I'm missing Comic Con just for the idea of another video to cause havoc.
I genuinely don't think he'd be allowed back in.
No.
Or hear about this.
There's
you
no-
miss this year. Go next year. They've forgotten about you.
I let off a firework inside the building. That's an actual crime. Like, it's an actual crime in theatre.
I bring it on. No, like, I think. Do you think anyone at all has been told, like, don't let you in?
No.
Or did you been mentioned?
I think I've been mentioned, yeah, but I don't think. Well, I don't want that sounds very cocky.
He got sacked, but also something.
I'd like to
I'd like you wouldn't be picking
Yeah,
up on
sorry. That's